I was never expecting it to be like this big before. I used to work in I worked in the communications department for 6 months, and like we would release videos all the time, and like we got like 1,000 hits on like good, like, you know, a good day.
The whole idea was to make Joseph Kony a household name and for people to know who he is and to know what he's doing. The whole premise of it was, in order to be heard globally, you had to act locally. People were asking, you know, business owners to put signs in their stores. We had a projection downtown that was showing like our media, some media that our art department made. We actually went to Times Square because we got 2 screens donated. They played our Cover the Night trailer. There was probably like 100 and like maybe a little more that were out there in their Kony shirts and like showing support and had heard about the Times Square thing, so they just decided to come meet there, and it was really cool. We had Jolie, who's our program director in Central Africa. We were really excited about how everything turned out. It was awesome.
I think any sort of criticism is good in the sense that it makes people think. In the past, a certain individual donated a large amount of money to Invisible Children. It was wired through the We Are Family Foundation, which has like a really bad record for being anti-gay rights. We have no partnership with them. We don't work with them in any regards. We accepted their donation. Because of that, people are saying Invisible Children is anti-gay, and we're funding the Anti-Homosexuality Act in Uganda. I'm gay. I would never work at Invisible Children if there was that sort of culture, if we were promoting any sort of anti-gay like environment or thought or legislation in Uganda.
I am not typically one to be supportive of the military, our military getting involved if it's not necessary, because I agree it can cause more harm than good. I think for me, the reason why I think it's necessary for our military advisors to be there is because you know, 5 times peace attempts have failed and actually have resulted in Joseph Kony kind of gaining more power or more resources and more strength. So I think anything we can do to help in that regards is good.
I don't generally support military intervention, and it's tricky because, you know, like people always reference Vietnam whenever we say these are advisory troops, but these are actually advisory troops. Like, it's been so difficult to get the U.S. to get involved because there really is no interest of the American people. It's just an interest of people. So for this situation, I support it.
It's very hard to predict what the outcome will be. If you were to start from scratch and say, what should we be doing with American military forces? It's not clear that Kony would be high up on the agenda. On the other hand, nobody's going to go after Kony unless there is massive public pressure. One of the humanitarian interventions in Somalia ended up as a complete disaster, with American troops getting killed and the whole American operation just pulling out and leaving Somalia in a real mess. I don't think that's going to happen now, but nobody has a crystal ball, and when you do this, you're opening up a can of worms which, you know, you might work out well, might not.